All right. Uh, Superfist here. I'm going to make a screen recording of ethdo, which is a key management tool created by Jim McGee. Jim McD. I'm sorry, Jim. I've never talked to him personally. I just see his nick around. Um, so I've never. I know what I'm doing. I I don't know anything about it. I'm really just trying to force myself to do the walkthrough so that I can learn a little about it. Please don't assume that I'm an expert. As a matter of fact, I know so little about this stuff, it's not even funny. Um, what I do know, I've kind of cobbled together over months and months. I'm probably going to have a bunch of silences here because I'm just kind of muddling my way through this. I don't expect to post it. I might post it if it's useful to somebody. I'll tell you it's not a tutorial because I don't understand it myself. I'm just learning to do it. But I know a lot of times it's helpful to see something in action before you use it. So I'm going to follow. I'm actually going to follow the main usage docs, but the install instructions are here in Prism, and I've seen this, and I think that I also have to do some other tricks to get ready. Yeah, and I'm just gonna do. Um, Again, I'm not following best practices. I don't know what I'm doing. Just gonna follow these commands one by one and learn as I go. Um, Hopefully for you, it gives you an idea how this stuff works. What I know about keys right now are that ETH2 requires two keys. There's a shard withdrawal key and a validator key. The shard withdrawal key you keep offline so that when you're ready to claim your funds, you can access them. The validator key remains online and allows your validator client to make attestations and propose blocks to the network. So I know that much. I don't know, and I also know that. So Prismatic is what I've used. I know that Prismatic's key scheme is based on what Jim McD has done. So I expect to see a lot of overlap and similarities here, but I don't really know how much. So I've installed it. Let's see if I can find it. Okay, it's going to be in a Go folder, I bet. This should be okay. Let's just, yeah, there's the Go folder. Okay, so I just need to add this to my path. Okay, so I jumped through a few hoops, and now ethdo is installed. Um, I'm gonna go. I'm actually on another screen, but I'm going to follow this walkthrough. It is. Let me show you where I'm at. I wonder if I should do side by side here. I bet I should. But it's just inconvenient for me. I like a lot of my screen to be available. Yeah, I might as well. So, ethdo. So ethdo wallet accounts. I'm not explaining anything because I don't really know anything about it. Oh, there's a typo right there. ethdo wallet accounts. Okay. Okay, so right now I see there's a tiny typo there. Why don't we... I'm going to pause real quick and do a pull request to that before I forget. Okay, I made that suggestion. ethdo wallet accounts, list the accounts within a wallet. Wallet is required, so it's probably going to tell me how to create. ethdo provides features to manage wallets and accounts, as well as interacting with Ethereum signer, with Ethereum 2 nodes and remote signers. Interacting with Ethereum 2 nodes and remote signers. Remote signers is interesting to me. I don't know much about that. ethdo wallet accounts. Let's see what happens. ethdo wallet accounts wallet equals personal wallet. Failed to access wallet not found. Alright, and what I'm going to do is back up to the prismatic docs first, because I think those are simpler. So this is how I installed. And I also had to export my path, but if you were following what I did, you saw that also. Yeah, so this is going to tell me how to generate a wallet, which I have apparently not done yet. ethdo wallet create wallet equals validators. If you prefer to have an HD wallet or keys are generated from a seed, issue the command. I would really prefer that. So let's try that. Let's do both. Okay. So ethdo wallet create wallet. I'm just going to call this one HD validators. Type is HD. Wallet's passphrase is wallet secret. Unknown. Oh, I gotta spell wallet passphrase correct. And hold on 1 second. Wallet passphrase, wallet secret. Okay, so I imagine that's created. This creates a wallet called validators. Mine's HD validators and validators in your current directory, which contains the newly generated seed data. In your current directory. Let's see what we got here. I'm sorry, I already have a bunch of junk in here. But let's see if we can find it. Could be in configure local. Validators, no. Key rings. No. User key store. Let's see, that was created not now. Okay. GNOME got GNOME keyring, right. I just don't use that folder. Okay, so I don't know where it was created. But I'm back to home. I did see a reference to it somewhere else. Maybe we'll get to it. This wallet creates validators, a wallet called validators in your current directory, which contains newly generated seed data. The wallet passphrase flag is input is required to protect the seed. It is critical that you keep it private and secure. We used wallet secret when I forget that. Once the wallet is created, fetch its data to ensure it exists by issuing the following command. All right. If you're not already listening to this at like 1.5 at least, you should do that because you just want to get a feel for it, and I am stumbling through it. I want to see what HD validators has. Okay, 0. It's HD and it has 0, so let's check the other one also. It's non-HD and it has 0. Great. So that's wallet info. So far we have wallet create and wallet info. So once we have wallets, we're going to create. Once we have accounts, once we have wallets, we're going to create accounts. Is that right? Yeah, we have wallets, now we're going to create accounts. To create two separate wallets with different passphrases, so we created wallets, now we're going to create accounts within those wallets. I'm going to stick probably to the HD one as much as I can because I'm more interested in that. And if you don't know the difference, HD wallets are generated from a seed phrase, like 12 or 24 words, and they can create an infinite number of wallets based on that seed phrase. With a non-deterministic wallet, you basically have one private key and one public key or wallet, and it's not extensible from there, so it's much more limited. Anytime you can choose an HD wallet, you're probably better off. ethdo account create account is HD validators 1 passphrase is validator 1 secret. It's easier for me to copy this one. Wallet passphrase is required, so let's add wallet passphrase. Wallet passphrase is wallet secret. So it's going to unlock my HD wallet and create an account. All right, and then we're going to do that another one too. Great. So now I have an HD wallet called HD validators with 2 accounts in that wallet. The 2 validators are given different passphrases in the above example. I didn't use different passphrases. This is not required. All validators can have the same password if you prefer. Creating a withdrawal wallet and account. It is recommended to set up separate wallets for withdrawals and validator nodes. Makes sense. This allows a user to have a validator wallet running on the node, while a second key can be kept securely offline in cold storage. And that's pretty much the security standard that I understand from beacon chain validating is, or staking, is that you have the validator key online and the withdrawal key offline. Creating a withdrawal wallet and account is very similar to the process to generate validator accounts. For example, ethdo create a wallet withdrawal. Okay, so this will be my third wallet. The first one is validator, the second one is HD validator. The third one now is called a withdrawal. ethdo wallet create wallet equals withdrawal. And that's just the name of the wallet. Could I do type HD here? Probably. I don't know. I'm going to try it. Well, yeah, I can, because I'm just creating a new wallet. I'm going to follow the instructions. Why not? ethdo account create account is withdrawal. I can't actually spell that word. I always do withdraw, like WTHDRAW. The AL is weird for me. Withdrawal primary. So I'm creating an account within that wallet. Basically, I'm just naming that account primary, and I'm giving it a passphrase, withdrawal secret. I don't understand yet how these are linked, but we're getting there. Passphrase equals withdrawal secret. This creates a wallet called withdrawal, and within it an account called primary. It is also possible to apply additional protection to the withdrawal wallet if desired. See the ethdo documentation for details. Okay, and that's really where I meant to get to. I'm just not there yet. Depositing funds for a validator. The validator now requires deposited funds. If you do not have any girly either, the best approach is to follow the steps that Prylabs participate to use the faucet and make it a deposit. However, for step 3, do not run the commands provided. Interesting. Instead, run the following command to generate the deposit data requested. Let's see. Okay, so I was afraid I have to do a Docker image. I need to get that wallet. Oh, I'm just gonna do this. ethdo validator deposit data. I should put this in a script. I'm going to do that because... So what I'm about to do, because it's got me typing 5 lines and I don't want to copy paste, I want to type it so I'm actually learning. I'm going to create it in a script so that I can type it all and then run that script and it works fine. So we're going to call this deposit data. Yeah, so I don't need to do the path here. I should really put the full path in here, but I'm just going to copy this word for word, and it should work fine for this purpose. This is not best practices in shell scripting. This is me getting it done. And really, what's better is when I screw something up, I can just modify this file. Now, ethdo validator deposit data. Validator account is validators 1. I really want that to be HD validators 1. And that's just my preference. This is, great. So this is where it's going to link the validator and the withdrawal key, which I was kind of confused by a minute ago. Makes sense now. So I'm just... what I'm used to with Prismatic is generating the keys automatically and not having any real influence over how they're managed. This is showing me how those 2 keys are linked. And so one of the things I'm learning here is I can create a HD withdrawal wallet, which is pretty exciting. That means that I can use a 24 word seed and control all of my withdrawal keys. Yeah, all right. I was going to say, okay, so let me tell you something really stupid that just crossed my mind. I could use the same seed phrase for validators and withdrawal keys. The reason that is a horrible idea is the separation of these keys is what prevents an attacker from stealing your funds. If you use the same keys for both, like the same HD seed phrase for both of these wallets, then you would be defeating all of the security that was built in. So what might make sense, and I don't know this, I'm just ranting, what might make sense is to use 2 24-word seed phrases, one for the validator and one for the withdrawal, and then you can always keep those straight as long as you can carefully secure those 24-word seed phrases. It reduces bookkeeping with the same security, provided that you don't lose those 24-word seed phrases. Deposit value is 32 Ether. Passphrase is still validator 1 secret. Now, did I create, so when I was creating those wallet accounts earlier, I don't know if I created them under HD or validators, but we'll find out. And raw, I don't know. I'm going to look at my history really quick. And so HD validators 1 and 2. Great. All right, so I'm set. So let's make that script work. And let's run it. So we have a problem. Deposit value 32 Ether. Command not found. Let's see. DEPOSIT value. Yeah, yeah. Have the line breaks. I spelled it right. Sometimes I miss a letter. DEPOSIT value is 32 Ether. Did I spell everything? Withdrawal account. Withdrawal primary. Sorry, I have to say it out very clearly. I'm going to remove those trailing spaces, but they should not have any impact. Try one more time. Oh! Those trailing spaces didn't like it. Okay. So here I have the raw transaction data. I'm going to go ahead and save this into a file. Raw TX, I don't know if I can get this again, data for validator 1. Okay, great. The raw data output of this command can be pasted into the web page above to generate a required transaction for validator 1 and repeated for validator 2, as many validators as you wish. Alternatively, if you have your own girly geth, you can send deposit transactions directly to the girly testnet. You can create JSON output containing the deposit data. Let's see what I have here. Alternatively, your own girly geth. Yeah. Create a deposit transaction directly into the... I'm not exactly... So... Where's he getting this JSON? Are we... Okay, so I don't know how this JSON is being generated. This is definitely this. Oh, okay. Raw is missing. So why don't we try that again? We're gonna CP deposit data to deposit JSON. And then all we need to do is take off that raw and this trail. Now, so we're still using validator 1 and withdrawal primary. I'm curious to know, I said a minute ago I didn't know if I could get this raw transaction data back, but I think all I have to do is run the exact same script because it's using the same key index. So when I run this again, it's going to give me the exact same key. Let's check the tail, BBC9C. Yeah, okay, so as many times as I run that, you know, one of the things I got a little concerned about when I started with Prismatic, PriLabs.net Participate was keeping up with that that raw data when I was generating keys, but here I can recreate it as many times as I want. I got into the habit of keeping that close to me. All right, so now I know every time I create this raw transaction data, it's going to be the same. It encodes the validator, the withdrawal key, and the password. Okay, so I want to run it for JSON out. And it's going to output that, which I can pipe to Ethereum. I think I have girly running on this. I think I have geth for girly running this. What I want to do first is get that into... I don't really need it in a text file. All right, first let's see if girly's running. No, but I can make it run easily. Okay, so what I'm doing now is my own personal junk. This is not, unless you for some reason use my script to set up, which I don't think you would. They're just my own things. I will try and walk you through it, but I'm going to run a new screen session. Do I have the Geth? I don't have. Oh yeah, I do have launch Geth here. Okay, great. Screen -s Geth. I'm gonna create a new screen session called Geth. What I'm doing right now, because I want to send these transactions, is I need Gurley running the Gurley Geth testnet, and so I'm just gonna get that launched up real quick. Okay, so Geth is running. It'll take a while, but I can still broadcast even now. And if you want to see that script to know how I launched Gurley, I launched it in a screen session so that I can bounce in and out of it. It's a terminal multiplexer. It means that you can background screen images and pull them back up. Most people use tmux now, and I just don't yet, because I like what I know. Well, I mean, I just haven't learned it well enough. So Geth is running in the background. I was going to show you the launch Geth script. It's nothing special at all. So basically, Geth, Gurley, RPC port. Okay, so all of this just allows connections from this computer. So, okay. So I'm loading a variable called deposit data with the JSON. That's what all of this does. And then I'm running Ethereal and including that deposit data. This from is that my assumption would be that is my local. So I haven't done this stuff I've used MetaMask for like the past 5 years, or well, maybe really, yeah, since it became big. I haven't done command line transactions much at all. For me, they're just more risk than I need to mess with when MetaMask makes it so simple. I don't recognize, or I'm not clear why this is here. I don't know if it is the local MetaMask address or if it's the contract address. It actually looks a little bit like the contract address, but why would it be a from? All right, I'm going to try it as is. I'm going to need to get Ethereal on here. Let's see. I'm not really going to dig into Ethereal. I'm just going to use it for now, and we'll go from there. But if you're not clear, so ethdo is a wallet manager. Ethereal enables transactions to be sent using Geth to the network. I thought this would go a little quicker. I'm not in a hurry. I hope you're listening on 1.5. You can skip ahead. I'm not going to edit this at all. Okay, I'm probably going to open up another terminal just so I can set that up. I'm going to go back to the ethdo directory, because I'm going to use that deposit JSON script. So I think that I can I'm not sure how to how to pipe the output to a variable. I'm just going to copy and paste it then. So that's the raw one. I need the JSON. Okay. So what I can do is copy this. If I were cool, I would pipe the output from my script directly into the variable. Oh, I can actually set that in the variable. That's not bad. I'm not going to do it though. Let's say I could open up that script and just make the script set the variable by itself, but then I wouldn't get any screen output, and I would be like confused later. Why doesn't it give me screen output? So deposit data equals backtick, Control Shift V, backtick again, enter. ethdo command not found. I'm in a new terminal and it doesn't have my old variables. So this is done. Let me tell you the reason this failed is because I set a path local to this terminal, and when I went to another terminal, that path was not there. I need to step away from the monitor just for a minute. I had to step away for a minute, and it crossed my mind. I created HD wallets, but I don't know the HD seed phrases, where those are stored, so I want to look at that later. What am I doing here? So ethdo validator, it's deposit data set. Oh no, because I was in the other window. You know this, but I've forgotten. And the environment wasn't set because my path wasn't set. But I can do this again. I can run deposit.json. Nope, I don't actually want to run it. That's interesting. I could set the variable equal to it, or I could set the variable equal to the program that creates it. I'm just going to do it the way it's suggested. So I don't know if you see two ways this is done. So what this is doing is the backticks tell it to run this program, ethdo, with these switches, and then it's going to set deposit data equal to this JSON. And kind of what I was saying is I could manually set it to this JSON, or I can let it calculate it. But what I really want to do is just follow the tutorial rather than riffing on it. So I'm going to copy this. I wonder if validator 1 secret would have been my 12 words, because that really is a passphrase. But with spaces and no, maybe I would, we'll get there. Control Shift C, Control Shift V, backtick enter, echo deposit data. Hey, there we go. Works perfect. And now I'm going to summon ethereal. That should be in my path. Great. So ethereal beacon deposit. Network is girly. Data is the deposit data we're generating. I'll tell you, I get a little confused by quotes and brackets every once in a while. I have trouble with this, but I'm glad it's set up. I mean, I eventually get it. It just takes me a lot of trial and error. Now this from, like I said before, I don't know. Yeah. And I'm also curious to note that this passphrase is not one that I've used, not one that I used to create the wallet. Like, it's not the validator secret. It's a different... Oh, okay, I'm so silly. So, I get it. It just took me a moment. So Ethereal is expecting me to have... This is calling up my Geth wallet and allowing me to access my Geth wallet, which I don't actually have a key store for my Geth wallet. I may need to set that up just to prove that it's wrong. So what you would want to do on yours is have girly ether deposited in your Geth instance so that you could summon this. I'm just going to rock and roll for a minute. I know it's not going to work now. Yeah. I can't believe I was so slow to figure that out. So what I want to do is I'm going into the girly key store, and there aren't any. So I need to create a girly account, a Geth account, and it's Geth account create. Geth account new. Maximum peer count, smart contract, your new account's locked password. We're going to use ETH1 secret. Great. So now I have an account that Ethereum can use. I need to fund it. So where to create it? Home. Oh, so I look at the path. Home service Ethereum key store. Sorry, you're supposed to, oh, I'm in girly. Okay. I'm gonna move that over. I think it needs to be here. So, just to explain this if it's not obvious, I did not create an account specifically for use by the girly testnet. I created an account for use by the mainnet, and it stores those in different places in the directory. So it stores the mainnet key in superfizz.ethereum/keystore, but it stores the girly keys in .ethereum girly key store, so it's a different location. I think they need to be here, and so there it is. And I need to fund that with 32 ETH. So I'm going to pop off screen for a minute. I think I have it right here. No, let's see. All right, I'm going to pause while I go find that wallet real quick. Okay, I popped into a different window, and I sent myself some girly ETH to this address. And so now Ethereum should have that. And I'm just getting a flag saying it's been confirmed. I don't want to goof around a lot trying to verify that. So I don't remember how to get my balance in Ethereum. Whew. Actually, I haven't used Ethereum before now. Maybe I have. It's been a while. I'm trying to find my guide here. There it is. Okay. So I need to get a little notepad, or I'll just go back up and get that. I wonder if I can up. Okay. I need to replace this with my actual address. All right. And we should have something good here. Great. There's a transaction ID. Beacon. Actually, I want to go to girly.etherscan. Girly.etherscan. And I just want to enter that transaction ID. And it looks good. It went to the beacon chain contract. Where did I enter the beacon chain contract ID? And there's my validator public key. Great, all of that looks good. But I don't remember where I entered the beacon chain contract. So somewhere I would have had to tell the network where I'm sending it. And I don't. Maybe it was in. You see, my question is like, where is the to address in Ethereal? There's no from to. I don't understand that. At this moment, I still don't get it. That's okay. It's a question to ask. How does Ethereal know where the deposit is going to? Data deposit data. I guess what I'm saying is, how does it know it's going to the Topaz testnet? How does it know what contract I'm sending it to? I don't see that anywhere. Withdrawal credentials, signature. It must be in the signature. Deposit data route. Sorry, I just don't know. Sorry. The Ethereal command can either take a passphrase. If they're looking at validating, the next step is to start the validator using the validating keys that have been created. Yes. Although options for the wallet key manager can be supplied directly in the command line, is not considered best practice as it exposes sensitive information such as passphrases. So it's better to create a file that contains this information and references that file. To create a relevant directory, and run the following in Linux. Let me start at home. Make directory parent home prism validator. Might already exist. Yeah, it already existed. And key manager is there. And then use your favorite text editor. There's that British spelling of favorite. To create a file called wallet.json, which does not exist, so I can create it. I'm going to write JSON by hand. That's foolish. I'm going to go ahead and copy this. And I did use theirs exactly, so it should be fine. Starting the validator with Bazel. To start the validator, you must supply the desired key manager and the location of the key manager options file. Run the following commands for Linux. All right. I need to remember which key manager did I use? Key manager wallet. Okay. Key manager options. Okay. Did I use the HD wallet here? What did I use? It's in that well, it's going to be in the command line too. ETH1 secret. I got to get that deposit data. There we go. I used HD validators 1 and validator 1 secret. So I need to modify that JSON. It only has validators 1 and it's HD validators 1. And it is validator 1 secret. And that should work. Now I can do Bazel run validator. This Bazel syntax, I'm still not great with it. All those dashes. Key manager is wallet. Key manager ops. Home. Command line completion. Nope. All right. It's loading up and it's running my validator. I wonder, let's see how we're doing here. Since I have my validator public key, it takes me right. That's neat. I didn't know that was set up like that. So there are still a bunch of validators in the queue ahead of this one, even though I can still watch. Look at that. Key manager wallet, key manager. Oh, I can't. I don't have. For whatever reason, I'm not. That string is cut off. I would be interested to see that. All right, I have actually been ranting for about 50 minutes, but I think I'm to the end of this section. I don't have Docker running confirming, and I have confirmed it. All right, I'm gonna call this quits. I hope you had fun. I've never used ethdo to manage Ethereum 2 wallets. I hold Jim McDean the highest regard. He has really good feedback, really good information, and so I've just really put this off. So I figured I would hold myself to finishing it by doing a video. I hope maybe you got something from it. I don't know. All right, thanks for your time.